shadows in the morning light. I still feel you where you used to stay, but you're gone, you slipped away. We move like slow emotion, hearts without a guide. Every hidden moment still echoes deep inside. I try to hold you closer, you faded out of view. Somewhere in the silence, I started losing you. And I can't unlove you now, even if I knew just how. Every piece still falls to you, like we never broke in two. Je t'aimais sans détour. Your voice in every corner still lingers in my head, a soft and distant whisper of everything we said. We were more than a memory, now we're less than goodbye. Time won't heal the fracture, it just teaches me why. And I can't unlove you now, even if I knew just how. Every piece still falls to you, like we never broke in two. Je t'aimais encore.
There's a space where you used to be. Now it's silence talking back to me. Every night I replay the scene of a love that won't let me leave. I walk through old reflections of who we used to be. Every small connection still pulling back at me. I thought I could forget you, but time just proves me wrong. The more I try to let go, the more you linger on. And I still feel you in the air, like a ghost that's always there. Every breath just brings you through, like I never lost you. Je te cherche dans la nuit. I'm still looking for you in the dark. Your shadow on the ceiling still dances in my mind, a quiet kind of feeling I can't leave behind. We were close, we were certain, now it's all unclear. Love became a question that still keeps you here. Je ne peux pas t'oublier, I just can't let you fade away. And I still feel you in the air, like a ghost that's always there. Every breath just brings you through, like I never lost you. Tu restes avec moi.
closer than we ever knew. Now there's distance in the truth. Every word we couldn't say turned into the space you made. I remember every silence falling in between all the quiet violence of what we couldn't be. You were drifting slowly, I was holding on. Somewhere in the ending, we were already gone. And I feel you slipping through like a light I couldn't hold. Every moment fades to blue, every touch is turning cold. Je te voyais dans mes rêves, mais tu glissais sans trêve. I still saw you in my dreams, but you were slipping endlessly. Your shadow in the doorway still lingers in my mind, a memory I can't erase. No matter how I try, I was standing still. You were moving on. Love became a place where we don't belong. And I feel you slipping through like a light I couldn't hold. Every moment fades to blue, every touch is turning cold. Mais tu fuyais mes sens, I was calling out your name, but you were gone again. We were something undeniable, now we're barely holding shape. Time keeps pulling us apart, but it never takes the ache. And I feel you slipping through like a light I couldn't hold. Every moment fades to blue, every touch is turning cold. Tu étais tout pour moi, maintenant je n'ai plus toi. You were everything to me, now you're just a memory. We were standing on the edge,
of truth,
trying not to fall apart.
too soon.
Every word was breaking into two.
Me and you,
Me and you.
I was holding every piece of you, even when it slipped away. All the things we never said still echo every day.
You were fading slowly, right in front of me. I was trying to believe we could still be.
And we're caught between the lines
All the love we couldn't save,
every moment still reminds
of the choices that we made.
I was losing you so slow.
While I screamed but let it go. Ooh.
I still feel you in the quiet, in the corners of my mind.
Every memory rewrites it,
but it leaves you still behind.
we were close, we were certain.
Now it slips away.
Everything we tried to hold
Couldn't make you
stay.
And we're caught between the lines
Of a love we couldn't save,
every moment still reminds
of the choices that we made.
I try to make you stay,
But you were drifting away.
just break us twice
in a different way.
and we're caught between the lines
Of a love we couldn't save.
Every moment still reminds
Of the choices that we made.
na, 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 na. Oh,
And we're caught between the lines. We were standing on the edge of truth. After you, there's only quiet now. Every sound just fades somehow. I keep reaching out in empty space, but I only find your trace. I still hear your laughter in the walls at night. Every broken chapter won't release its light. I was holding on long after you were gone, trying to believe there was something left for me. And I'm falling into you again, even when I know the end. Every breath just pulls me back to a love I couldn't have. I was lost inside your space, fading slowly without trace. Your name is like a whisper I can't turn away. Every hidden shiver still makes me stay. I try to let you go, but I already know somewhere deep inside you're still alive. And I'm falling into you again, even when I know the end. Every breath just pulls me back to a love I couldn't have. I was waiting in the dark, even after you were gone. Time keeps moving forward, but I'm standing still. Every quiet moment feels like you still will. And I'm falling into you again, even when I know the end. Every breath just pulls me back to a love I couldn't have. And I'm falling into you again, even when I know the end. Every breath just pulls me back to a love I couldn't have. Tu n'es plus là pour moi, mais je vis encore de toi. You are no longer here, but I still feel you near.
I don't call your name no more. Doesn't echo like before. Every feeling learned to fade in the silence that we made. I stopped chasing shadows that were never mine. All the broken echoes faded out with time. I was holding on to what we used to be. Now I see it clearly. You were never meant for me. And I let you go slowly, like a breath I couldn't keep. Every piece you took from me now returns to set me free.
Je t'ai laissé partir sans vouloir te retenir.
I just let you walk away without begging you to stay. Your memory feels lighter, like it lost its way. Every silent night doesn't hurt the same. I don't look behind, I don't question why. Somewhere in the ending I found peace inside. And I let you go slowly, like a breath I couldn't keep. Every piece you took from me now returns to set me free.
Je ne te cherche plus, tu n'es plus perdu.
I don't look for you again. You're no longer in my pain. Maybe we were meant to break,
Just to understand,
not every love we hold is meant to stay in hand.
then I let you go slowly, like a breath I couldn't keep.
Every piece you took from me now returns to set me free.
Tu n'es plus mon chemin, je marche seul enfin.
You're no longer part of me. Now I'm finally free. Now I'm finally free.
I can feel the light again, breaking through the pain. Every step I take is slow, but at least I know. There was darkness in the silence after you were gone, but I found a quiet strength to keep moving on. I was lost in yesterday, now I face the truth. Not everything we love is meant to stay with you. And I'm learning how to heal, even when it feels unreal. Every scar reminds me still I survived, I will. Dans un monde différent, I was rising step by step in a life I hadn't met. Your memory feels distant, like a fading song, still a part of who I am, but no longer strong. I don't run from what we had, I don't need to hide. Every broken piece of me is still alive, and I'm learning how to heal, even when it feels unreal. Every scar reminds me still I survived, I will. I'm walking on my own, but I'm not alone. Maybe love was never lost, it just changed its place. Now it lives inside of me, not in your embrace. And I'm learning how to heal, even when it feels unreal. Every scar reminds me still I survived, I will. Je respire encore une fois et je reviens à moi. I can finally breathe again, I found myself again. We were something just beginning, like a light that softly grew. Every moment felt like meaning, every breath was close to you. There was warmth in every silence, nothing felt unclear. Every look you gave me pulled me closer near. I didn't fear the ending, I didn't question why. All I knew was being alive when you were mine. And we held on to the night like it wouldn't never break. Every touch felt so right, like a dream we couldn't fake. Je te trouvais dans mes rêves comme une douce trêve. I was finding you in light, like a calm inside my life. Every word between us felt so easy then, like we never needed to pretend again. I was lost inside you in the safest way. Never thought tomorrow would take you away. And we held on to the night like it wouldn't never break. Every touch felt so right, like a dream we couldn't fake. Je croyais en nous deux, dans un monde heureux. I believed in what we were, in a world that felt secure. Maybe we were too certain, maybe we were too close. Didn't see the distance growing in the unknown. And we held on to the night like it wouldn't never break. Every touch felt so right, like a dream dream we couldn't fake. Something's changing in the quiet. I can feel it in your eyes. Every word feels slightly distant, like a truth we both deny. We still move like we're together, but the rhythm isn't right. There's a space between our shadows that I never felt before. Tonight, I don't wanna see it breaking, I don't wanna let it show, but the silence keeps on growing in a way we used to know. And I feel it slipping slowly, like a thread we couldn't hold. Every moment feels less certain, like a story turning cold. Je te sens loin de moi, I feel you far from me, sans comprendre pourquoi, without knowing why. Ton regard change déjà, your eyes have already changed, et je ne te trouve pas, and I can't find you anymore. We still speak in the same language, but it doesn't feel the same. Every answer feels delayed now, like we're playing different games. I keep trying to reach you through the distance in your tone, but the closer that I get now, the more I feel alone. And I feel it slipping slowly, like a thread we couldn't hold. Every moment feels less certain, like a story turning cold. I speak to you in emptiness, et ton silence décide, and your silence decides que tout change en nous deux, that everything between us changes, sans qu'on dise adieu, without saying goodbye. Maybe nothing's really broken, but it's not the same before. Sometimes love begins to fade without knowing what it's for. And I feel it slipping slowly, like a thread we couldn't hold. Every moment feels less certain, like a story turning cold. And I feel it slipping slowly, and I feel it slipping slowly, and I feel it slipping slowly. And I feel it slipping slowly, and I feel it slipping slowly, like a thread we couldn't hold. We were living like forever, like the world was only ours. Every second felt so endless, wrapped inside of who we are. There was nothing left to question, Every doubt just disappeared in the way you held me closer, every feeling crystal clear. I didn't see the distance, I didn't feel the fall. All I knew was loving you were everything, my all. And we danced inside the moment like it never had to end. Every touch became a promise, we would always be like this. Je croyais à l'éternel, sous ton regard fidèle. I believed it couldn't break, like a love we couldn't fake. Every night was filled with meaning, every silence felt alive. There was nothing in between us, no reason left to hide. I was breathing in your presence like you gave me something new. Never thought the perfect feeling could be something I would lose. And we danced inside the moment like it never had to end. Every touch became a promise, we would always be like this. I was living in your light, never seeing end in sight. Maybe we were too certain, maybe we believed too much. Didn't notice time was turning, slowly breaking what we touched. And we danced inside the moment like it never had to end. Every touch became a promise, we would always be like this. Tout semblait éternel, mais rien n'est immortel. Everything felt like forever, but nothing lasts forever. Every moment pulls me closer, like I'm falling without fear. In your eyes I see forever, like I've always needed here. There's a rhythm in your breathing that I follow every time. Every step we take together feels like something undefined. I don't question where we're going, I don't need to understand. All I know is when I'm with you, everything just fits my hand. And we're closer than the silence, closer than the truth we hide. Every heartbeat moves inside us, like there's nothing left to fight. Je me perds dans ton regard, sans vouloir de départ. I get lost inside your eyes, never needing to say goodbye. Every word becomes a feeling I don't need to say out loud. There's a quiet kind of healing in the way you pull me down. I was drifting in the distance, now I'm grounded in your light. Never thought that something simple could make everything feel right. And we're closer than the silence, closer than the truth we hide. Every heartbeat moves inside us, like there's nothing left to fight. Je respire avec toi, comme si tout était là. I can breathe the way you do, like the world begins with you. Maybe time will try to change maybe we will lose the way. But right now there's nothing stronger than the reason that we stay. And we're closer than the silence, closer than the truth we hide. Every heartbeat moves inside us, like there's nothing left to fight.
We're not the same.
Every word just shifts the blame.
I reach out but you pull away.
We don't hear what we both say.
Trying just to hold the line, but you're already gone inside. Every answer feels delayed, like you've nothing left to say.
I'm standing right in front of you, but you don't see the things I do. Every moment breaks apart, like we're worlds instead of hearts.
We were clear, we were close, now we're lost in what we chose. Every silence growing loud, like we're buried in the crowd. And we're breaking every meaning of the love we used to know. Every word becomes a reason just to hurt and let it go.
Je te parle mais tu fuis. I speak to you but you run away.
Et tu cries sans m'écouter.
And you shout without hearing me.
Our voices cross without meeting.
Inside an endless emptiness.
I don't know how we got here, from a place that felt so right. Every step just pulls us further from the truth we used to fight.
I keep asking for a reason, but you turn and look away. Every answer that you give me doesn't match the things you say.
We were strong, we were sure, now we're something insecure.
Every piece begins to fall, like we're nothing after all. And we're breaking every meaning of the love we used to know. Every word becomes a reason just to hurt and let it go.
I hear you but it's unclear.
Come see tonight that blue,
like you're no longer here.
we're losing each other with no return.
In the ending of love, if I stay,
Will it change?
if you stay,
Will it heal?
are we fighting for something
That we no longer feel. And we're breaking every meaning of the love we used to know. Every word becomes a reason just to hurt and let it go. And we're breaking every meaning.
of the love we used to know,
Every word becomes a reason
just to hurt
and let it go. Tu es là, mais absent,
et je tombe.
lentement, and I'm falling slowly.
On s'efface,
Tous les deux,
we're both fading away.
sans même dire adieu.
without even saying goodbye.
You're still here, but something's gone, like a light that won't stay on. Every word feels out of place, like I've lost you in your face. I can feel it in your distance, even when you're close to me. There's a quiet kind of absence where your love used to be. I keep trying not to break, holding on to what remains. But the closer that I get, the more I feel the change. And you're almost gone completely, even standing next to me. Every moment feels like losing what we used to be. Je te tiens mais tu pars, I hold you but you leave. Sans un geste, sans regard, without a touch, without a look. Your love is turning cold et je ne comprends pas. And I don't understand. J'écris ton nom en vain, I call your name in vain, mais tu ne reviens pas. But you never come back. Your silence feels heavier than the words you never say. Every glance just passes through me, like you've already walked away. I don't know how to fix this, I don't know where we fell. All I know is something's breaking, and I feel it way too well. And you're almost gone completely, even standing next to me. Every moment feels like losing what we used to be. Je te cherche encore là, I'm still searching for you here. Mais tu n'existes pas, but you're no longer here. Je m'accroche à nous deux, I'm holding on to us. Mais tout devient creux, but everything feels empty. Maybe we're just standing still while it slowly dies. And you're almost gone completely, even standing next to me. Every moment feels like losing what we used to be. Tu es là sans toi, you're here but not yourself. Je tombe sans toi, and I fall without you. On s'efface en silence, we fade away in silence. Sans cette absence, inside this emptiness, je perds tout en toi. I lose everything in you, et je n'existe pas. And I no longer exist.
This is where we finds the end.
No more us to try again,
Every word just falls apart,
like we never had a heart.
I kept holding what was gone, long before you walked away. Every moment felt so wrong, but I didn't know to say.
I was breaking silently while you tried to make it stay. Every piece of you and me started fading into gray.
We were close, we were real.
Now there's nothing left to feel.
Every silence cuts too deep, like a promise we can't keep. And we break for the last time.
No more reasons, no more lies. Every tear becomes the truth.
We will never get it through.
Je t'aimais jusqu'à me perdre.
I loved you until I lost myself.
And I burn without defense.
Everything collapses between us.
Sans espoir, sans retour.
Without hope, without return.
I scream but you say nothing.
Et je tombe sans toi.
And I fall without you.
I can hold what's disappearing, even if I try.
I already let you go before the last goodbye.
We were fire, we were light.
Now we're shadows in the night.
Every word becomes regret.
Of a love we can't forget.
And we break
for the last time.
no more reasons, no more lies.
Every tear becomes the truth.
We will never get it through.
I still wanted to believe.
Mais tout devient noir.
But everything turns dark.
We lose each other
Without a word.
in this final echo.
Je n'ai plus rien à dire. I have nothing left to say.
Just
Watching you leave.
if I stay, it only hurts.
If you stay, it still burns.
Are we saving anything?
Or just ending everything.
We're already
Can we break for the last time?
no more reasons, no more lies.
Every tear becomes the truth.
We will never get it through.
Everything ends here for us.
Et je n'existe plus.
And I no longer exist.
I let you go
Sans jamais revenir.
without ever returning.
Our story fades out. Our story fades out. In this final refrain.
After you left, there was nothing. No sound, no reason to stay. Every moment feels like fading into something far away. I still walk the same direction, but it doesn't feel the same. Every street, every reflection doesn't answer when I say your name. I don't cry, I don't break, I just feel the empty space, like a world without a shape, like I vanished from this place, and there's nothing left to hold now. Not a word, not even pain. Every feeling turned to silence, it's never coming back again. I stay alone in the void.
Sans ta voix, tout est froid.
Without your voice, everything is cold.
Le monde n'a plus de sens.
The world has no meaning
Depuis ton absence,
since you've been gone.
je marche sans chemin,
I walk without a path,
sans demain, sans fin.
without tomorrow, without end. I don't reach for your memory, it just comes without a sound. Like a shadow moving slowly in a place where you're not found. I don't fight it anymore, I don't ask for anything. All the things I had before don't feel like they belong to me. And there's nothing left to hold now. Not a word, not even pain. Every feeling turned to silence, like it's never coming back again.
I speak but there's no echo.
Tout s'efface trop tôt,
Everything fades too soon.
I don't really exist anymore
Dans ce monde absent,
in this empty world.
je respire sans toi,
I breathe without you,
mais je ne vis pas.
but I'm not alive. Maybe this is how it ends, not with fire, not with tears, just a quiet disappearing through the passing of the years. And there's nothing left to hold now. Not a word, not even pain. Every feeling turned to silence, like it's never coming back again.
Tout s'éteint lentement,
Everything fades slowly,
sans toi, sans présent.
without you, without now.
Je tombe sans bruit
I fall without a sound
dans l'ombre de la nuit,
into the shadow of the night.
et je reste ici,
And I remain here,
sans toi, sans vie,
without you,
without life.
If I had stayed a little longer, would we still be who we were? Every moment feels like a question I can never answer now. I replay the same old evenings, every word I didn't say, all the chances I was given that I slowly let decay. I was standing in the middle, didn't choose, didn't fight. Now I see it all too clearly, I was wrong, you were right. And I keep going back to you in a way I can't undo. Every memory feels alive, like it's asking me why. Si j'avais changé le temps, if I could have changed time, m'aurais tenu l'instant, or held on to the moment. Si j'avais dit les mots, if I had said the words, avant qu'il soit trop tôt, before it was too late, aurais-tu été là? would you still be here? Encore avec moi, still here with me. Every silence feels heavier now that I can hear it clear. All the things I thought were nothing turned into my deepest fear. I was lost inside myself, didn't see you slipping through. Now there's nothing left to fix, only things I never knew. And I keep going back to you in a way I can't undo. Every memory feels alive, like it's asking me why. I see your eyes again, shining in the dark. Je reviens trop tard, I come back too late. Dans notre histoire, into our story, and I remain speechless face à ce choix. Facing this choice, maybe love was never broken. Maybe I just let it go. Maybe I was too afraid of a truth I didn't know. And I keep going back to you in a way I can't undo. Every memory feels alive, like it's asking me why. And I keep going back to you in a way I can't undo. Every memory feels alive, like it's asking me why. Everything could have changed if I had tried. Et je reste ici seul, but I remain here alone. Avec ce deuil, with this grief. Et je vis sans toi, and I live without you. Mais je pense à toi, but I still think of you.
I don't reach for you anymore, not the way I did before. Every memory finds its place without needing your embrace. There was time I couldn't breathe without hearing you near. Now the silence feels like space, not a place I need to fear. I don't fight what's already gone, I don't try to understand. Somewhere in the letting go, I finally learned to stand. And I let you be without me, like a story that has passed. Every piece of what we were doesn't have to always last. Tu drifts in the wind, sans te retenir longtemps, without holding you for long. Je comprends maintenant, I understand it now, que tout change en passant, that everything changes in time. I give you back your freedom, sans vouloir te garder, without trying to keep you. I don't erase what we had, it's still part of who I am. But it doesn't define me like it used to back then. I don't need to go back there, I don't need to make it is already in this quiet. And I let you be without me, like a story that has passed. Every piece of what we were doesn't have to always last. I walk alone here, mais je me sens en vie. But I feel alive, I breathe differently now. Dans ce nouvel instant, in this new moment, I let you go. Maybe love was never wasted, even if it couldn't stay. Maybe it was just a moment that was meant to fade away. And I let you be without me, like a story that has passed. Every piece of what we were doesn't have to always last. Je vis sans ton regard, I live without your gaze. Sans ton histoire, without your story, I'm still standing malgré tout, despite everything. Et je suis enfin moi, and I am finally myself. Sans toi, without you. Without you. I feel lighter than before, like I don't need you anymore. If this step I take is mine, not defined by your goodbye. There was weight in every moment that I didn't understand. Now it slowly fades away, like it's slipping from my hands. I don't carry what we lost, I don't hold it in my chest. All the things I couldn't fix finally come to rest. And I'm walking without you, but I'm not losing my way. Every part of what we were helped me find who I am today. Je ne pleure plus pour toi, I don't cry for you anymore. Je ne vis plus dans toi, I no longer live inside you. Je retrouve ma voix, I find my voice again. Je me tiens debout droite, I stand tall again. Je respire sans peur, I breathe without fear. Et sans douleur and without pain. Your memory feels softer, like a distant melody. Still a part of what I was, but no longer part of me. I don't fight the past anymore, I don't try to understand. Everything just settles down, like it's written in the sand. And I'm walking without you, but I'm not losing my way. Every part of what we were helped me find who I am today. Je marche sans retour, I walk without turning back. Sans chercher ton amour, without seeking your love. I live in the present, avec ce que je ressens. With what I feel now, je laisse tout derrière, I leave everything behind. Sans colère, maybe we were meant to break, just to learn and just to grow. Not every love is meant to stay, but it teaches what we know. And I'm walking without you, but I'm not losing my way. Every part of what we were helped me find who I am today. Je suis libre enfin, I am finally free. Je vis pour moi, I live for myself. Et je crois en moi, and I believe in me. Et je continue, and I move forward. Sans toi, mais plus perdu. Without you, but no longer lost.
Now I understand the silence. Now I see what we became. Every answer came too late, but I don't feel the same. There was meaning in the distance I refuse to recognize. Every moment held a warning hidden in your quiet eyes. I was looking for forever in a place that couldn't stay. Now I see it wasn't broken, it just slowly slipped away. And I see it clearly now, what we were and what we lost. Every step that led us here was a line we couldn't cross. I finally understand why
Nous n'étions plus toi et moi.
we were no longer you and me.
Ce n'était pas une erreur,
It wasn't a mistake.
just the end of a time.
I no longer blame the past.
I let it fade away.
I don't carry all the questions like I used to every night. There's a quiet kind of closure in the absence of the fight. I was holding on to something that had already let me go. Now I see it in a way that I never used to know. And I see it clearly now, what we were and what we lost. Every step that led us here was a line we couldn't cross.
I look back without regret
Tout ce que l'on était,
at everything we were.
je respire librement
I breathe freely now.
dans ce nouvel instant.
In this new moment,
Je ne cherche plus à fuir.
I no longer try to escape.
Maybe love was never wrong, it just didn't last the way that we thought it always would when we gave ourselves away. And I see it clearly now, what we were and what we lost. Every step that led us here was a line we couldn't cross.
And I see it clearly now,
What we were and what we lost.
every step that led us here.
Everything took its path,
Et j'accepte la fin.
and I accept the end.
Je marche sans détour,
I walk straight ahead
sans attendre le retour.
without waiting for return.
And I remain standing.
Simply standing.
There's a light I didn't notice in the quiet after you. Not as bright as what we had, but it feels a little true. I don't rush into the feeling, I don't try to name it yet, but There's something in the distance that I haven't felt before. I'm not chasing what I lost, I'm not looking for the same, but I feel a small beginning in the echo of my name. And it's not the same as before, but it's something I can trust. Every step feels a little softer, like I'm learning how to love. I feel another kind of light, plus douce mais sincère, softer but sincere. Je n'oublie pas hier, I don't forget the past, mais je regarde devant, but I look ahead. Je découvre en silence, I don't forget the past, mais je regarde devant, but I look ahead. Je découvre en silence, I discover quietly another presence. I don't need to understand it, I don't need to make it stay, but it doesn't feel like breaking when it slowly comes my way. I'm not holding on to shadows, I'm not afraid to fall. If this moment disappears, I'll still have felt it all. And it's not the same as before, but it's something I can trust. Every step feels a little softer, like I'm learning how to love. I walk without fear, without old pain. I live differently now, in this moment. Je m'ouvre un peu plus, I open up a little more, without being lost. Maybe love will come again, in a way I've never known. Not the same as yesterday, but something I can grow. And it's not the same as before, but it's something I can trust. Every step feels a little softer, like I'm learning how to love. Je laisse entrer la vie, I let life come in, sans peur, sans fuite, without fear, without running. Je souris à demain, I smile at tomorrow. Et je continue, and I keep going, stronger, more open. I'm not who I was before, but I'm not lost anymore. Every step feels undefined, still I know this path is mine. There are pieces left behind me that I no longer hold, not because they didn't matter, but because I've learned to let them go. I don't need a perfect ending, I don't need to understand. All I know is I am moving, even if it's not as planned. And I'm still becoming something I don't fully recognize. Every moment feels like growing, even through the quiet nights. Je ne suis plus comme avant, I am no longer who I was, mais je vis autrement. But I live differently now. Je ne cherche plus à fuir, I no longer try to escape. They don't control me now. They just live like distant stories that I've learned to live without. I don't close myself to feeling. I don't fear what comes again. Every ending left a meaning that I carry without pain. And I'm still becoming something I don't fully recognize. Every moment feels like growing, even through the quiet nights. I feel without pain, sans ancienne peur, without old fear. Je vis sans regret, I live without regret. Dans ce que je fais, in what I do, je suis libre en moi. I am free within, et je reste moi. And I remain myself. Maybe I don't need forever. Maybe now is enough. Every step I take is honest. Every breath is real love. And I'm still becoming something I don't fully recognize. Every moment feels like growing, even through the quiet nights. I keep moving forward, sans me retourner, without looking back. Je vis dans l'instant, I live in the moment, simply, et je suis en paix. And I am at peace, incomplete mais vrai, incomplete but real.